You're listening to the John and Heidi Show, now featuring the wit and wisdom of Dan Ferris.
Okay, dudes, let's walk this sucker.
On Sunny 93.3.
It's the John and Heidi Show bonus hour with Dan Ferris. Good day to you. It's a Tuesday. Holy cow.
Yeah, winter's going to get serious now.
I know. I'm not a
little
fan.
serious.
I wish winter would just go away.
No, not going to happen.
Ugh.
The seasons, you know, and I thought that same thing. Years ago, I actually I landed in Houston, Texas, for a little better than a year. Mm-hmm. And in short order, it was like, I miss the seasons. It was kind of weird.
I like all the seasons except for winter.
Yeah, the winter thing looks better on TV.
Yeah, it looks great in movies.
Like Hallmark.
Yeah.
Oh, boy. You ever have one of those Chia Pet things?
Oh, yeah.
I think I have.
We did together.
I had a Chia head about 25 years ago, which was fun.
Whose head?
I don't know. It was just a random head.
I wanted to get a
was a
Bob Ross
random
Chia
head.
head. Then I found out the Bob Ross family gets nothing from it. So
Nothing?
No, nothing.
Well, it happens to be
They're not doing that.
National Chia Pet Day.
Oh, nice.
So, I don't know. Those things still available?
Yeah.
Oh,
you
yeah.
see
I
them
used
all
to
over
advertise
the
them on
place.
TV all the time. I haven't seen them in quite a while.
Chia.
And it's also Giving Tuesday,
Oh, yeah.
which is nice. So
That is nice.
Dial it up. One of our favorite nonprofits, Big Paws Canine
Big Paws,
Foundation.
yeah.
Great
Gail,
people.
Gail
Awesome,
and the crew.
awesome people.
Yeah, they do amazing things with at-risk military vets, and injured first responders, and dogs.
Yeah.
Service dogs. Pretty incredible.
Great organization. I love them.
Absolutely. Very well run as well. Love that.
C.S. Lewis, born this day. Interesting guy. He gave us Narnia.
Yeah.
It's like that. Great author. I mean, is just brilliant man. Interesting story, too.
Yeah.
Which I'm not going to go into here.
Okay.
Let's see.
Thank you, Dan.
John, I'm not sure if you've talked to this guy or not, but Brian Baumgartner is 50 today.
Oh, from The Office.
Yeah, he was Kevin on
Yeah.
The Office.
I've not had
He
him on
seems
the
like a really nice guy.
You know, he's a really good drummer, too.
Oh, is he?
He plays in bands and stuff. Yeah.
I didn't know that.
Yeah, Brian's 50 today.
Nice.
And let's see, who else? Howie Mandel, who's now, he's a judge on America's Got Talent, I believe.
Yeah, he's America's Got Something, yeah.
Yeah, he's 67 today. And Anna Faris, no relation.
I always liked her.
Yeah.
Does she spell the same as you, though?
She misses an R, actually.
Oh, well, what does she know?
She's saving on consonant costs. Just one R. She's 46. So
Okay.
She was married to Chris Pratt for
She
quite a while.
was.
Yeah, they actually have a son together. So,
Yeah.
all righty. Historically speaking, things that certainly shaped our lives, and this one no exception. 1877, John and Heidi, this day. U.S. inventor Thomas Edison demonstrates his hand-cranked phonograph for the first time.
He was the first DJ.
Yeah, fires
He
up,
was the first
fires up
DJ.
Cher's greatest hits. Actually, I have a friend, I didn't know this. I was visiting with a buddy about 2 weeks ago. He has one of those.
Really?
He goes, hey, I want you to see something.
An
You know,
Edison record player?
That hand
Cylinder?
cranked. And he actually played it. It was like,
That's cool.
it sounded just,
Kind of eerie.
yeah, you were waiting for like ghosts to show up. But it was pretty cool.
Was his a platter, looked like a record, or
Yes,
was it cylinder?
it looked like a record.
Okay, yeah, because the cylinder was first, then the record came out.
That's cool. I'd like to see that.
Easier to store.
1972, speaking of technology, this very day, co-founder of Atari, Nolan Bushnell, releases the first commercially successful video game, draws a crowd at Andy Cap's Tavern in Sunnyvale, California. Then it swept the nation. I'm talking about Pong.
Yeah.
Pong.
Yep.
Imagine trying to get kids into that today.
You know what? Honestly,
Hey, play Pong.
I'll bet if
They'd be
they
like,
had
what is this?
nothing else to do, I bet they'd have fun doing that.
Yeah. It's retro stuff.
Yeah.
And in 1997, in a ceremony broadcast via satellite around the world, I remember this. This was crazy. 28,000 couples gathered at RFK Stadium in Washington, D.C. to get married.
Oh.
Wedding conducted by Reverend Sun Myung Moon, leader of the Unification Church. I can remember they had a huge presence in the Twin Cities.
Yeah.
Growing up in Minneapolis and through the 80s and 90s, whenever they would sell roses on street corners.
Oh, yeah.
They were like everywhere.
Okay.
That's how they got their do-re-mi.
Nice.
Unification Church still has a presence in about 100 countries
Oh, wow.
around the world. Yeah, 28,000 people said, I do. Okie dokie. Wonder who catered that? Wasn't Uncle Ed's. But
Yeah, who knows?
probably pretty darn good. Well, there you go. I know, you know, we all know, and we just bounce ahead here.
We are going to do exactly that. It is the John and Heidi Show bonus hour with Dan Ferris.
In good times and not so good times, it's a good idea to be responsible when it comes to spending. At BetterCreditCards.com, we're excited to see our friends like you get a better credit card to fit your needs. Some people like cards with the lowest possible interest rate. Others like cards with no annual fee. And some people like cards with points and perks to take advantage of all the extras available. Whatever you're looking for, we hope you find it at BetterCreditCards.com. Give yourself a little credit. BetterCreditCards.com.
Super excited to visit right now with Mr. Brent Baker from Clients First Group, Keller Williams. How are you doing, sir?
I am well today.
I'm excited to have you here. Did you have a nice Thanksgiving? Do you have turkey, I'll guess?
We do. It's pretty small. My sister's kids all have their things that they have to attend to. So it's my sister, my mom, and I.
Nice. Well, that's always nice, though. That just means more turkey for you. So
Yeah. If you looked at my middle, you know that that's not a necessity.
Well, something we're going to talk about today are reasons why it's a really good time to buy a home in the wintertime. Because a lot of the time when people think about, buying a home, it's usually summer months, nice time. But one of the things that we were talking about is this time of year, you might actually maybe find a little bit better deal if you're buying a house. Is that right?
That's true. I mean, there's several things that work in a buyer's favor at this time of year. And one of them is there are just simply fewer buyers out there.
Yeah.
A lot of people don't want to move in the winter.
Yeah.
My advice is flies don't come through the living room door in the winter.
Yeah, absolutely. And when you're moving, usually you get really hot, and you don't get nearly as hot when it's a little chillier outside.
There's not much perspiration going on.
And one of the other things that I was reading here is you're maybe able to see what the neighborhood looks like and what that area is like in bad weather. Because a lot of the time when people are moving in the spring and the summer, even in the fall, it's always like the best conditions. Everything's wonderful, but you don't realize how icy this is or how snowy that is on those bad winter months.
That's true. If you don't check what the snow routes are, and if you're a person who has to get to work irregardless, say a nurse or a doctor, a policeman, fireman, then road conditions are a really big deal.
Yeah.
If you're someone like me, I'll wait till the plow goes by, no matter what hour it is. But buying in the winter opens up a lot of things. You have less competition from buyers, as we've already mentioned. And really only the truly serious buyers are out there, so you do have less competition from other bidders.
Yeah.
You have perhaps a few less homes, but also sellers are a little bit concerned because now they're sitting on a market.
Yeah.
There's fewer showings, which means fewer offers. So possibly some more motivation on the part of the sellers, especially if they're in a position where they need to move on, say, to a different job or to get
a different climate.
Different climate, yes. I just had that conversation with someone this morning for health reasons, needs to move away.
Yeah.
And so creating a long-term plan for next year.
So one of the other things that I thought was interesting, and I hadn't really thought about this, but when you're competing with fewer people looking at the house, there's also fewer homes being sold. It's not like a ton less, but there's less. That also means it could be maybe easier to get a closing time that you want, maybe easier to find the movers that you want because there are fewer people using all of those other services too.
Right. We forget about the ancillary services that are involved, and it's great if your aunts and uncles are going to help you move, but movers are busy. Yeah. They schedule way out, and title companies, they have a load. And lenders as well. And when I talk to lenders, they have more time for coffee now than they did the rest of the year. So this is that time where everybody can breathe just a little bit, even though we've got holidays. There's more time for the title company to do their work, which is very important, to do this title search and to get these numbers put together. Lenders and underwriters that are involved, home inspectors. There's a group that just gets abused. Everybody wants it inspected today.
Absolutely.
So they know what they're dealing with. And there's more people involved than what people realize.
And again, the nice thing about purchasing a home this time of year, all of those people are a little more readily available. So instead of saying, okay, I want to do this, but I can't even have the home inspected for 3 or 4 weeks, now if you can do that and they can do it next week, that speeds everything up.
Oh, sure. I'm sure I could pick up the phone right now and find somebody or several people who could inspect a home this week without problem.
Yeah. Well, if somebody would like to reach out and talk to you and say, hey, I'd like to have you as my real estate agent to help me find that home, or maybe they're in a situation where they're going, you know what, I need to sell a home right now. You can help on both sides of that, whether they're buying or they're selling. What is the best way to reach out and connect with you?
They can reach me at 605-310-0297. Or if you're one of those people that wants to stay an arm's length away for a bit, it's Brent Baker at kw.com.
Very nice. Brent, thanks for coming in, sir.
It's always a pleasure, John.
Again, Brent Baker with Clients First Group. You can also find them online at clientsfirstgroup.com.
How much do you pay for your wireless phone? Some people spend hundreds of dollars every month for their family. That's crazy! Mint Mobile offers premium wireless for just $15 a month. Not 50, 15, 1-5. Yeah, $15 a month for premium wireless. It's time for a Mintervention from Mint Mobile. You can keep your same phone number. You may even be able to keep your same phone. Find out now at Mintervention.com. Learn more and sign up today at Mintervention.com. Premium wireless for just $15 a month at Mintervention.com. That's Mintervention.com.
And now stuff Dan finds interesting. Yeah.
It is time for Stuff Dan Finds Interesting. Dan, what do you find interesting on this Tuesday?
Okay, I don't find soccer interesting even a little bit.
No, me either.
I want soccer banned worldwide.
Yeah, I've
That's all
heard
there
you
is.
say that before.
But the World Cup's going on.
Yeah.
Probably the longest tournament in the world.
Yeah.
I think it fired up, on the 18th? There's a runs through. No, it fired up on the 22nd.
Yeah, there's been a little bit of a
Runs through like December 18th.
So it just keeps going?
It
It's not
just
over?
goes on and
How many
on
games are
and
there?
4 million.
Oh, okay. I'm confused by all of this.
Soccer is a big deal. But what I found interesting was what happened with Budweiser.
Yeah.
I read this.
They wrote a big fat check to be
Yes,
a
they
sponsor
did.
of this thing.
I
And then
can't
they were
believe
kicked
that.
out.
And I mean, they had their, the Budweiser tent set. Everything was ready
Yeah.
to go. And then
Yikes.
people who run Qatar, that's not even a real country as far as I can tell, went, no alcohol. There'll be no alcohol. That's what
I can't believe that.
At soccer.
Budweiser's going, what?
What?
Yeah.
That's what Budweiser.
We'd like our check back, please.
So Budweiser is left with a couple beers on its hands.
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
And what they've decided to do is Budweiser's going to ship all those unsold buds to the country that wins the tournament.
That's pretty cool.
Yeah.
Company confirmed the plans in a statement to CNN Business, writing that it wants to bring this celebration from the FIFA World Cup stadiums to the winning country's fans, whoever that's going to be. The USA, who keeps tying, so they're still in it. They play they play Iran today.
Oh. Wow.
How the USA cannot beat Iran. They're favored to win, but
Iran's favored to win?
no.
Oh, U.S. is favored to win.
No, half these countries, it's, the players get out there and then they try to get on somebody else's plane to a different country. This thing's just a political
It's like, hello.
It's just a political mess.
My name is Mike. I'm with you.
It is, yeah.
No, you're not Mike.
Yeah, it's pretty it's pretty crazy.
I didn't even know we really had a soccer team.
Of course we have. Oh, my goodness. Heidi.
Yeah, we sure do.
We don't sports much around this household. So
They're over in Qatar right now.
I just didn't think that
Yeah.
that was really a thing.
No.
Is it Qatar or is it Qatar?
Same guitar, Gator. I don't know.
Gator? I don't think it's Gator. I think it's Qatar.
All I know is
Sounds
Team
like
USA
guitar.
is over there and they are not drinking. That's
Yeah.
all I.
There
That's
you
all
go.
I know.
All right.
It's a party.
All right. Well, that's that's all I've got.
And that's plenty.
Certainly
Dan, thanks.
keep you up to date on this.
I
whole
found that
soccer
interesting,
thing.
Dan. Heidi?
I've also found it interesting.
didn't even
and
know we had a soccer
I learned
team.
we have a soccer team.
We got a soccer team.
Yeah, The John and Heidi Show bonus hour with Dan Ferris.
In good times and not so good times, it's a good idea to be responsible when it comes to spending. At bettercreditcards.com, we're excited to see our friends like you get a better credit card to fit your needs. Some people like cards with the lowest possible interest rate. Others like cards with no annual fee. And some people like cards with points and perks to take advantage of all the extras available. Whatever you're looking for, we hope you find it at bettercreditcards.com. Give yourself a little credit. bettercreditcards.com.
Here's your Market Beat Minute for Tuesday, November 29th, 2022. Equity markets pulled back Monday as geopolitical unrest in China compounded tepid holiday retail spending. The news from China is that protesters are unhappy with COVID-19 lockdowns and the unrest is spreading. The news will be felt hardest by those whose businesses are dependent on China, such as tech industry and manufacturing, and may cause another supply chain disruption. The takeaway for investors today is that another reason to expect weak earnings in Q4 and the first half of 2022 has emerged, and it will weigh on the index moving forward. Traders are also bracing for another round of key economic data. This week's calendar will bring the monthly NFP and other labor news, along with key reads on manufacturing, the housing market, and inflation. The PCE price index will be the big report of the week and may show a downtick in inflation to match the CPI. Even so, investors should expect another 125 to 150 basis points of interest rate hikes by late winter 2023. You can get the inside track at marketbeatminute.com.